Evening. Hope you're all well. It occurs to me that when I start like that, and I've obviously got the start screen going, starting soon, and everything's muted. So if anyone loaded up the stream at that point and just left it on, but with the volume fairly high, and then I start by just going from silence to evening, then could very well, make some money for the underpants industry, with people needing to buy a spare pair for their evening entertainment. But with any luck, that didn't happen. And instead, lovely brewski. Ooh, a little bit too much sugar. We sugared it up this evening. So instead we're going to crack on with a Saturday night stream, which is a first for me here at Honest Sigh. Reason being, I missed 2 streams this week, Wednesday, Thursday, and I do like to try and keep to a schedule and to a sort of an amount of content per week at a minimum, and where possible offer a little bit more, not less. So, since I've got the time, and since Anna is away and it won't impact her evening too much, I will be happy to provide some content here instead. As for what we're doing this evening, I haven't really thought about it. I've been out or doing things most of the day. I think I might play a game of Blood Bowl later on, which is something I sort of have said I generally don't intend to stream too much, but I've been really enjoying it recently. I had a very good game this morning with Vojta, where we played the semi-finals of our private league. For anyone who is interested in Blood Bowl, we will be starting the next season. I think that's the 3rd season of our private league that's been going really well. It's growing every season so far, i.e. 1. We've got a nice array of good players, solid players who have really good fundamentals and know the game reasonably well. And we've got about 4 of those. And then we've got approximately 4 middling players and 4 almost brand new players that either haven't played for a very long time or just started their first game at the start of this season. So it's a great opportunity to learn the game. It's quite a cheap game. You can buy it online, and then you don't have to buy any of the factions or anything. So you essentially get to play some tabletop, albeit Blood Bowl, which I'm not going to claim is the most competitive tabletop out there or anything like that. It is more for the social side, the casual side, and the fun side. But, if I'm playing it, then clearly there is some skill involved, and you do tend to see the same players at the top each time. So, if you are interested in that, if that sounds like something for you, please get in touch, and I will be happy to get you an invite. Do apologise, I didn't have the chat up, so I missed that comment. That's why we wear the brown pants. Yeah, like the guy in Deadpool that came prepared. That's probably right. So, to start off the evening, I'm just going to jump on Dead by Daylight, because it's the game that I tend to play when I don't know what to do. It's the one that I enjoy playing all the time. I say that, but after the rant that I posted the other night where I was pissed off. However, we'll play some Dead by Daylight, and then, as I say, I might jump in and play a game of Blood Bowl. I think we need this one. Yeah. Bit of Blood Bowl, or maybe some Apex. We'll see what we feel like. I mean, it's a Saturday night, we can do what we want. And I've got a lot of sugar in this tea, so there's a fair chance I'll be streaming for at least 3 hours. I would not be surprised if we manage a little bit more. We'll start off with a casual killer. Oh, it would help if I had my headphones plugged in, wouldn't it? There we go. Professional streamer here. Right, blindness, no. What we'd quite like is mangled. Have we got mangled anywhere? Exhausted, hemorrhage, blindness. Nope, no mangled. Fuck. Oh well. Let's jump in. What's my Rift challenge? To do some Survivor stuff. Alright, we'll play 1 game or, 1 or 2 games with Huntress, and then we'll do a little bit of Survivor, because I haven't done a ton of Survivor recently. And I think I've got a couple of dailies for that, like Get Chased with Bill, Escape with Nia. These Survivors I don't really play that much. Played a little bit of Bill recently, actually. But we'll jump in first as the killer, just because it's my comfort zone. What have we got here? Oh, there's a mangled axe head. We could grab that. Where's that going to go? Onto there. I don't give a damn about that. You can have it. Is that going to take that? Yes. Don't care. I'll take this. Now, if I take that, is it going to... No, I can get both. Cool. And then you get that, which I don't care about. Let's take that. And then I'll just grab that. Cool. And then we get a fresh line for Huntress. Oh, baby. Hex Ruin. Hex 3. Hex 3. Hell yes. Iridescent heads. Really good. Fuck, we missed it, though. Before they all ready up, let's quickly change that to a decent... decent axe head. Did we get any decent offerings? No. So, we've got a pretty decent axe head. It will affect the survivors' gen capabilities if they're hit. We also managed to upgrade our Hex Ruin to level 3, and it's probably the best perk in the game for the killer. Obviously, it depends on how long it stays alive and active, but either way, it causes a lot of slowdown, more slowdown than anything you can do on your own at the start of the game for the survivors. So it's pretty vital and a big part of our game plan. And so getting level 3 of that is ideal, especially since my Huntress is already fully maxed. Oh, and it's over here, directly between two. That's... Ooh, that is a cheeky little spot for it. Don't know, they're either going to find that really soon or really slow. Someone's over there, we've spotted them. We'll pretend not to have. And then we'll come back in and... Oh, I think she's fucked. Oh no, we've not got the height right. Okay. Let's just run her around. She can get the pallet. Oh, fuckity-doo. Oh, she actually went for it. I thought she wasn't gonna. That is interesting, actually. Right, this is not doing us any good at all. So let's move on. Marvellous. I don't know why two of them are here so fast. Maybe they're just looking for... Oh, it's to cover her doing that, I see. Can I get in there? Yes. Little bit of a head shave there, a little bit of a how's you do, how's your father? And then, since we saw her, we may as well give her a little love tap as well. These girls are not doing gens, so I'm A-okay. Marvellous. Where was that? Oh, she's working on one that's far too far away. So they're going to get one, and that's fine, because I get a hook. A survivor for a totem is a trade I'm alright with taking. It was Hex Ruin! No shame. We didn't want to see that. They get a gen done despite Ruin. Fair play. No window there. Has this girl put any working on that generator? No. Is she putting any work in on saving this girl? No. Alright. One's coming in. Hello, sir. How you doing? Oh, good dodge. Good dodge. I mean, you're fucked, but good dodge. Dead hard. Nope. So they get the one, we get a hook. And what did they get? Huntress's lullaby. Shame. Shame, shame, shame. So we know two of them are behind. They haven't healed her yet. That's interesting. Let's Go and have a look over here. Yeah, there is someone over here. Were they coming towards me or running away? They were running away. Interesting. I think. No. So she's escaped clean, and bravo to her. Nice, nice. Right. They're over there. We've got a few hooks in. They've not got any other gens just yet. So let's go and check. Oh, here we go. We got her. She's fucked it. I mean, then we fucked it a bit, but... it's alright. Is she going to go for a pallet? Has she got a pallet here? No. Her mates have already used them up. That's unfortunate, isn't it? How you doing? Good? Alright. Let's have a quick sip of tea while we get this hook. Uh-oh. I thought there was a hook over there. Now I'm just guessing. Oh, there's one here. Good. That could have gone horribly badly. So, while we're here, let's go and check on these gens. Yeah, this one is underway. And there is someone there. There he goes. He'll nip inside. So, we'll just check whether he's running towards. Put some aggression on. We should have gone round that way, actually. This was a mistake. Let's see. Is anyone going for it? No, which means he's probably nipping back out that window to cancel the regression. And let's see about this one. This one's fine. Oh! Saw a crow move right round her. I thought that... I didn't know that survivors on hooks would activate crows. Alright, we got one here. Presumably we've got one going for her. But anyway, we're not bothered about who's going for her, because we're going to try and get this girl. We had to kind of throw that through there, just to prevent her getting a free throw down. Has she gone? Yeah, she's greeded it. She's greeded it. And we got the hit and the pallet. Best possible world, yeah. Sorry, lady. I know that timing. And you got greedy as hell. Whoa, yes, have some of that. Fuck it. Let's see. You should drop it, yeah. That lady is being slugged though, my friend. So unless someone... oh man, I am messing this up, but... oh, now he's fucked it. Good stuff. Right, we'll go back and get the first lady. Ah, they just got her up. That's unfortunate. Oh, just a misclick there. Don't worry about that. They're healing her up over there. Let's nip over. We'll keep that guy slugged, just so that... evening, Crooker. How you doing? Looks like they are going to go and try and help him. Yep, they are. And she's injured, so that is her bad news. And then she's going to go and try and help this guy. And does so successfully. Hello, sir. Oh, what? Jesus. Fortunately, this is taking 3 of their time, but it's taking a bit too much of mine. So we will hook this guy. They'll get the repair on that one. On the other girl, I mean. But it is going to take their time. which means I get to run towards them. There's the heal. She's run this way. Spotted and hit. Beautiful. Oh, painting those voids. Nice, nice, nice. How are they looking? They're good models. Pretty nice. Beautiful. Glad to hear it. No dungeon down there. Our man is healing. It should be easy to paint, as you say. Very much the best kind of models. Oh! I'm feeling a little bit sad about the fact that that hatchet did not hit. Yeah, that's good news. Let's have a little look. Where is it? How's it looking, my friend? You got some pallets? Have you? Have you? Have you? No. Yeah, you're damn right you run off. Load up on the old hatchets. What the fuck? Did he have Unbreakable at the exact moment that I hit him? Did anyone just see that hatchet fly through his head? Because on my screen it looked like a lot like he just had a teleport hatchet go through his face. Anyway, I'll have this guy. Then this lady's gone for a little wander through here. Thank you very much. And then we'll nip to this back hatch. And get her sorted out. So we've got one that I have so far not encountered at all. And we're going to need to try and hunt her down if she comes to rescue at all. Let's get rid of this pallet, just in case she does go for the rescue. We do not want anything for them to hang about. Now, she may well just be going for a pallet and live... a hatch and live strat, at which point... Alright, so she's gone to save her. Fine. Well, that makes my life a bit easier. Let's see what we got. So, healthy one is running off to our left. Unhealthy one off to our right. There we go. There's the one we didn't find until now. Block the window with a throw, block the hatchet with a throw, and nailed it. Beautiful. I blocked the pallet with a throw, so not the hatchet. Jesus. May as well sort that out. Now this girl should not be damaged at all. No, first hook. So now we can go and try and find the other lady. She just healed herself. She ran off this way and then healed herself. So she should be... somewhere in this region, I would say. Interesting, she wasn't. Alright, miscalculation. What, did they both have they had the key and they opened the hatch immediately and just dived out? That kind of blows. Nothing we can do about it. Did we rank up? Yeah, we did. So, you know, occasionally you can just have a game just end with a key. Not great, but there you go. Nothing we can do about it, so... we had our Huntress game, and now we will crack on, as promised, with a bit of Survivor. So... what are our goals? Play some Bill. And what's our Rift goal? Use med kits, right? So let's go Survivor, Bill, and switch to a med kit. But we need to deplete it. Let's go for that, and we'll go for... I don't know, fuck it. We'll just take one of those. Right, so what have we got? Borrowed Time, Adrenaline, Dead Hard, Left Behind. Yeah, we're playing a bit of a solo style with that Left Behind perk, but... is there anything else we could take that would be more useful for the team? Not really. Not really, we don't have any great perks available on this Survivor. And it looks like the heating's come on finally, so I'm just going to take this jumper off. Super. So, what is it? I think it was this. I think it was be chased. So we need to get a little bit actively involved this game. Let's just check. Yeah, be chased. So we need to do some chase escapes. So maybe we could whack in Decisive Strike. Decisive Strike or Left Behind. Let's put in Decisive. If we're trying to get chased, it means we're trying to get involved. And if we're trying to get involved, Decisive plus Borrowed Time is one of the best combinations you can have. Along with Adrenaline for the late game. Ideally, we would have Self-Care as well, but Dead Hard, pretty damned important. Oh, a bit of Auto Haven, cool. Exhausted Mind Breaker. Holy fucking shit, biscuits. Alright, I had no idea what that killer did until right now. Apparently I still don't know what he does. Jesus H. Christ. Well, hell's tits, that was... a tad unpleasant. Jesus. Let's try and get in on this action, get some generator progress going. And then we'll go to work getting that guy unhooked just before this gets going, about now, because that'll distract him when she completes it. He did not have borrowed time, that was not smart. Pick a very good hiding spot. I'm gonna have to run back for this. Healed myself a bit. Looks like they got the chase and they got him over there, so I'm gonna search for try and find a med kit with any luck. And we got one. Beautiful. I'll let her heal me, because, I mean, you know, just because we're trying to get a quest done doesn't mean... You know, there'll be more healing to be done, and while we've got the opportunity to give a teammate some points and heal faster, you know, we should definitely do that. So he's over there. He's doing quite well on getting people down, so I think we want to get some gen pressure in. We've got 2 of us, which means we can get this one done in 44 seconds. More of a hit, great skill checks, so yeah, we want to put some pressure on him, I think. Also, when I'm the killer, the last thing I want people to be doing is just spamming generators. It just... the one thing you can't really deal with. The game is just too broken in terms of how fast survivors can do everything. So let's just take advantage of it, and while he's dealing with... like, the guy got Decisive Strike, and because of that we just get a generator like that. Boom, 1 in 5, done. Nothing he could have done. Well, I mean, there are little things he could have done, but like he has to play around every little thing the survivors can do. Meanwhile, 44 seconds says that we've got this done. He's going to go for the save, it looks like. So it becomes 80 seconds for me to do it alone. But that was the guy's 3rd hook. She's going to go and work on a different gen by the looks of it. I've got a pallet right here, so... don't feel any particular need to run away. He is coming, but from which angle? That angle. I fucked it. I'll be the first to admit it. What? I pressed E! I pressed fucking dead hard! Oh, wank. Well, either a bug, or I didn't press what I thought I pressed, but I was ready for him. Well, that's a shame. Alright, we've got 2 of them doing that gen. This one's pretty far along, like 45% or something. Does he have Pop Goes the Weasel? No, so he only puts a normal regression on that, not a big one. But only 3 survivors left. He has probably done enough there. And he did catch the guy. This guy's coming for me. Tap that gen on your way in. Just tap it. Tap the gen. Tap that gen. Tap the gen. We'll run off to the safety of this pallet. And then heal ourselves a bit. And also get our quest done. That sounded bad. I don't actually know what this killer does. Alright, so I'm almost full health. But not actually full health. Let's stop this regression. some progress back in. We know that that gen's got some work done on it, but let's... Oh, God. He's caught another one, and he's slugging him and waiting for decisive, or mocking him. I don't know. Either way, we're going to get this gen for it, so I'm alright with it. I wonder what the other guy's doing. The other guy's just healed himself up to full. Fair. And there she goes, and if she gets to me, that'll be good. Heal me, lady. Heal me. I've got about half a second of healing. Why can't I use that window? Well, while I'm here, let's search this chest. Oh, he's gone for the save. Wow, that guy's got balls of steel. Oh, actually, I'll use this toolbox. Fuck. I don't know why I wasn't. Try and get this done a bit faster. He's getting some damage done on someone, so since he's chasing, I'm just going to balls to the wall, repair this gen and put pressure on him. Oh, here we go. While we're doing this gen, so Power of the Abyss. An unknown suddenly the ground returns of the Abyss. Press and hold the power button to fully charge and activate of the Abyss. All survivors in the close proximity to activated portal, yellow aura, will be indicated by Killer Instinct, special attack, shred. Press the attack button while charging or holding to dive forward and unleash a vicious attack, something. So if there's a portal... Oh my god, he got one, I'm getting the other one, this is great news. Placing an active portal, white aura, invisible, blah blah blah. Fuck this, let's go, I've got adrenaline. Don't know which one he's going for, but hopefully it's not me. Oh, it is me. Fuck. Right, let's waste his time. We can run. Hopefully our mates will survive for a bit. Why is Dead Hard just not working? Dead Hard not working really sucks. So they've opened up one door, that's nice. Looks like he went and finished off that door that I was trying to get. They are actually near me, so they could theoretically save me, which is nice. Looks like they're going to try. I'm going to run and hope that it was this door that he opened. It was. And I'm now simply going to leave. Because bugger that. So, portal, vicious slash, special ability, portals. Press the active ability to place an inactive portal on the ground. Inactive portals, white aura, are invisible to survivors and cannot be sealed by them. Traversing the upside down while standing on a placed portal with a different portal highlighted, red aura, press the active to travel through the upside down to arrive at the targeted portal. Activated portals become activated when they are first traversed to or from. Only activated portals may be sealed by survivors. So he barely ever used that. He literally just ran around and mouse wand. Like, he didn't do anything particularly. How did we do? We ranked up, so that's good. And I think we used like 2 med kits. No, that's the right killer. That's his ability, but he just never seemed to use it, right? So we've managed to deplete 2 more med kits. And we got chased for a little bit, but nowhere near 2 minutes, because frankly we didn't do a very good job of avoiding the killer. Yeah, 70 seconds. So we'll do one more with good old Bill. And we'll take in another med kit. And we'll just increase the healing speed on that and take some objectives, blah blah blah. Readied up. Cool. So yeah, a couple more med kits. We'll get this one done, and probably just this one game, assuming we don't die miserably or not get chased at all, will get us the Wild Dance done, and then we can have a go at the Nia Carlson one. But with Nia, I have no perks at all. Playing with no perks sucks a bit of dick, but what you gonna do? We got any customizations for Billy Boy? Merry Sacrifice. So we can put his Christmas jumper on. I'm not sure I actually prefer that, so bugger that. We'll stick with good old regular Bill. Evening, Lolo. I'm very well. I've had a nice day. Started off, recorded an episode for Boosted Rolls, so always excited to get those on the go, and this was one that we've been trying to do for like a month, so it was wonderful to finally get the chance to chat with Paul Watson, my teammate from Team Lions, and he was talking about the York War Machine Weekender from a month back. Fortunately, that sort of meta info is still kind of valid because the UK meta plays with all, or at least that tournament especially, plays with all the models that are available in War Room. So, yeah, cool episode there. And then I played the semi-finals of our Blood Bowl private league, and I actually won, which I was a little bit surprised about because I think the opponent is better than me. And then a friend of mine just called me up and was like, "Hey, do you want some chicken?" I was like, "When do I ever not want chicken?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I'm trying out a new air fryer. Like it's a new sort of way to cook stuff with less oil and this, that, and the other. So you can eat more chicken and not feel like so unhealthy." I was like, "I don't give a shit about feeling unhealthy, but if you tell me I can eat more chicken, I'm going to eat more chicken." So I went and ate chicken and drank tea, and then I've drank more tea. So there's a good chance I'm not going to sleep for a bit. Air fryers are awesome. So I've never even heard of an air fryer until just now. So, but yeah, I agree. Based on the product, they're awesome. we had some really cool different like marinades on the chicken and this, that, and the other, and then different types like chicken strips or chicken legs, wings. He was just trying out all sorts with the fryer. Only bitch of it seemed to be to maybe clean the tray that you put the chicken in. So the stuff that you put the chicken in order to put it in the air fryer, like it doesn't seem immediately obvious the best way to clean that up. Ah shit, we're playing against the Plague. She seems to like quite a decent killer. Evening Silver Iron Steel, I hope you're well. I hope you're all having a lovely Saturday. It's not often I get to do a Saturday stream, and I like the idea that it's going to be nice and chilled. He says while playing a survival horror game. Oh, by the way, it looks like she's got Hex Ruin. We've got all 4 survivors here, 3 of them playing Nia. I haven't missed a skill check, so don't give me that shit. Alright, now I've missed a skill check, fair dues. So they're doing a bug, that's the reason why they're standing up and down. They're basically going tap, 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 and it stops skill checks from happening, which then prevents Hold on. Which way is she coming? That way. Hello, madam. Nope, I'm not going that way. Fuck off with your sludgy self. She got sludged. I didn't get sludged. Now I'm getting sludged. Didn't get sludged too much. Now I'm pretty sludged. Alright. I can't heal myself. So while I'm infected like this, I can't heal myself, it would seem. I would be interested, just from the, for science, I am going to not use the pool. I'm going to stay infected. I'm going to see what happens when it gets to full time, and see if I'm then able to heal myself without using the pool. Because I know that if I use the pool like that, it becomes infected, and then she's able to draw on it and use it like use her spray like a weapon. Oh god, I really fucked up. Okay, so it turns out what happens is it's very bad. I feel a bit pissed about that. I feel like I should maybe got that. Anyway, let's have a little wiggle. Alright, let's have a look. Great for frying every potato based. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah, they should have fried some potatoes with it as well. Blood Bowl is a pretty random game. Still, experience is a big factor. Sometimes it might not be your day. Yeah, that's absolutely true. Sometimes you do just get dicked by the dice, but I think that's true in a lot of games. Like, I mean, we just heard that in the War Machine weekend, the dice were a big factor in the final. So, you know, I think any game that involves dice will always have that. And yes, there are an enormous amount of dice to be thrown in Blood Bowl, and it can feel particularly chaotic. But one of the biggest skills in Blood Bowl is mitigating dice. It's deciding when you need to move things in order to predict a turnover. So you're like, okay, so I'm going to try this action, but on the possibility that I know, I'm well aware that this action might fail, and therefore, if it fails, where do I want my guys to be? What position do I want to be in? And if it succeeds, where do I want to be? And how can I get as close to those two positions together as possible? And which ones do I need to prioritize, and so on and so forth. So I think Blood Bowl is really, really cool in that regard, and has a lot of skill to it. That is a real shame that she didn't manage to get the heal on us there, because we're going to get straight into the second phase of the hook. For the tray, it doesn't have to be plastic bits, but you can probably just put it in a dishwasher. Works like that with mine. And you're not injured. Oh, right, I thought, oh yeah, of course I wasn't injured, so that's why I couldn't heal. I was just diseased, I wasn't injured. Idiot. Right. I'll tell you what, I'm so incredibly pleased that someone, I think it was the lady from Oklahoma that followed us a few days ago, was telling me to unbind my spacebar to this and change it to mouse wheel up. And since then, my hand cramp issues with trying to spam spacebar have been mercilessly easier. I'm going to go for this save because I've got Decisive Strike. She's disconnected and fucked me. That is not great news. I could have actually got her off there. Anyway, 80 seconds. She's on someone else, so as long as I do my job... Coming back this way, but it is part of a chase. We're keeping an eye on her in case she changes direction to me. She's really trying to hit that guy. quite successfully. She's probably going to come for this hook, so I'm going to leave now. We managed to get half a gen. It's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. Oh, we actually went for a different hook. Fuck buckets. Oh, fuck you, lady. She got me. Oh, I thought she was going to swing that, so I fucked myself. I may not get points for smarts, but that was fun. Right, we're out. Now, did we get enough done in that game to rank up and to give our mates enough time to get their stuff done? The one that disconnected really boned us, but... yeah, I know I've played a few seasons with our local community, around 16 players. 16 players for a Blood Bowl community. Wow, that is a lot. I've even won 2 seasons with Dark Elves, and I understand in-game mechanics, but I think that sometimes first roll with a reroll can ruin the game. Oh, it absolutely can. Yeah, you can just get double-dicked. Like, you get double skulls, and then the guy dies, and it's like, well, what do I do about that? Nothing. But, you know, you can have your Judicator go in and fail to kill a heavy, and then you're just like, well, this game's fucked, because now I lose my Judicator for nothing, and... Right, let's see. Did we get a rank up? No, but we didn't get a rank down. I'll take that. I'll take that. That's alright. We did get the daily done. Did we get any med kits depleted? No, we held on to our med... No, we didn't hold on to our med kit because we died, so that's unfortunate. Let's switch over to Nia and try and get this... actually, let's do a killer game. We'll switch back, do a game with killer, maybe 1 or 2, and then we'll jump in again. So, Huntress with the Mangled ability because it's good, and decrease the wind-up time. Sounds decent. What offerings have we got? Probably not much. Yeah, not much. So, Macmillan Estate is probably pretty good for me. Let's pop that one in. I can't select a different challenge now anyway. I really shouldn't have played this guy to level 17, he just really irritates me. Oh well. Oh, there we go. Triple Claudettes, all with the same costume, which is not the base one. Sorry, quadruple Claudettes. 3 of them are the same, so it looks very much like this is a Survive with Friends team. Just based on that. I mean, obviously I could be wrong, but we will see. So, should be very tricky if they are, but we are playing Huntress, which is probably my best killer since the nurse has been nerfed into the ground. I did go and check out some other streamers just to make sure that I wasn't just, you know, missing a trick or doing something particularly wrong, and it's been confirmed essentially that Nurse has been nerfed into oblivion, and that even if you play her particularly well, you're still very likely to lose. It's really hard to mess up your Judicator attacks against one Warjack. Well, you would think it's very hard to mess up, you know, 2 dice with a re-roll and then another re-roll, and then so long as you don't roll 11 you're okay, and then even if you do roll 11, so long as you don't roll 4 plus you're okay. All of those things that need to happen for your game to get totally dicked in Blood Bowl, you know, if you rolled that sequence of dice in War Machine, you could be theoretically equally dicked, is all I'm saying. Someone was on this, which means that they are in this vicinity. We'll pretend we haven't seen him. We have seen him. He's just over to my right. That is really interesting because I do not know how he dodged us there. Anyway, they've got rid of my Huntress Lullaby. Yeah, if you miss one action, the turn ends. Yeah, that is essentially the issue, yeah. So they were all just here, and I saw her head, and I don't understand how she moved. They very good at hiding. They've got rid of Ruin and Huntresses, and I haven't landed a hit. This does not bode well. No progress there, though. No. Well, we saw one, but no cigar. Alright, so now we've spotted her properly. Over she goes. We'll just sort of throw a hatchet in that direction. Have they all got the near perk where they can crouch and move quickly? So one over there, one around here. And it looks like they are all using this near perk, so they're just trying to be all stealthy and cool and shit. Well, that's fine. We get one, so... As I say, this is looking very much like a Survive with Friends group. So it should be a bit tricky, but also a smidge predictable. In other words, we know there's very little point in staying by the hook because they will declare to each other when I'm there and when I'm not. We so nearly had that. So nearly. These girls are really using this crouching bollocks. Let's smack her. Get ready for the save. There it is. Healthy one went left loud. Injured one went right quiet. Alright, we've got the 2 injured ones over here. They've got 1 gen done. Get the second injured again. She is going to disappear on me because that's what they're trying to do the whole game. And quite successfully, I might add, so bravo. Round here she goes. Not much mind games to be done there. Though bravo for trying, to be fair. So my basement is just there, but it's probably too far to make it, and if I went for it, I think they would go and try and body block. So what I could really do with is some lockers. Here we go. And then we'll regress this one a little bit. I will have a read of that shortly, but since we're just in a bit of a momentum part of the game, I'm gonna focus on the game for a couple of mins. Alright, they're gone for the save. We're cutting off a sort of section of the map by looking that way. And then we're fucking up. Where's this girl? All they want to do is crouch hide around rocks. We know that. They may have just dived in a locker, but I don't think so. That's not been their style so far. Interesting. Well played. Let's move on. Probably a purposeful... Yeah, here we go. I want to regress that more than I want to chase her. Yeah. Green hiding times 3. That's a definite hit. There's nothing like the animation just puts her where I get her every time, so that's good. They've got 3 gens. Like for all their hiding and sneakiness, they are not getting enough gen pressure for what they should be getting. I think they're focusing a little bit too much on being fancy, which is pretty standard for Survivor teams. They tend to want to show off more than they want to just flat out win, which is great for the killer. You should try and milk that if you can. But they only have to get 3 more gens done, and I am not exactly done with killing them all by a long shot. We see one in the distance over there, we see her head, so we know which general direction she's coming in from. Oh, that one didn't try to dodge that at all. That is real interesting. We'll put the damage on her. That gets the hit there, so now they're both injured. We shouldn't really go for this one, but the other one may well have decisive strike, so I kind of want to finish this girl off. Wow, that was kind of good. Really bad from me, really good from her. Some combination of the two. This is, yeah, this is a bit of an embarrassment at this point. That was an anger throw, shouldn't have thrown it. Just decided to sort of hope that she would link back in. Now, she will almost certainly be just crouching around here somewhere. That is how they play. She's trying to... Her mate's making noise so that I don't catch her. And it's worked. She's made it. Bravo. Bravo. Well played. Very good stealth. Very, very good. I mean, they've got perks specifically for it, but still. She is probably somewhere still around here, but... couldn't properly see if anyone was still on that, so I just wanted to scare them off if they were. So as I say, 3 gens still to go. It'll be 2 in a second. I'd be really horribly surprised if they don't do a gen in the next few moments. I know that one was in this region, and she's just healed herself, so yeah, there we go, we got her. That one has just fucked it. That's amazing news. So we know 2 of them were here, we know one of them's fucked, and we've got one of them hooked. Very, very good sequence of events for us. We can now try and control this space. She's going to come straight back in and tap that gen or not? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the gen tap to stop the regression, which is what she has immediately done. No, she hasn't. Just the sparks didn't show up very well for a sec. That's annoying. So, she ran off this way. Yep, gen tapped, then gone for the save. One gen done, this lady running this way. And we've spotted her, she's up here. We've heard her fall, so we've won that little battle. We get the pallet and the hit, which is perfect, but we know how these ones like to play, so... We are expecting a full-on sneakathon. They are going to get that one, nothing we can do. Oh, that was nail-biting. We can't play without hatchets, not really. She went for the early pallet drop. We fell for it, and good. She's then run straight past us though, which gives us the chance. Oh, I thought that was going to be good for us. It kind of was. We got the one. Now we'll try and slug the other. We get the slug. That's great news. Sadly, no basement here. We'll head back over to the first one so we can put instant pressure on if she goes for the heal. It does give us a slightly worse hook option for the second girl. That one's dead. So it looks like we're going to get 3. How many times we've hooked this girl? Once, I think. So I think this is like 8 hook. Maybe. So we should be on for a level up here. And the question is now, is that last girl going to be doing a gen? Oh, there she is. We've spotted her. And we've spotted her again. And we've spotted her again. That's perfect. We're on it. That girl has escaped. That is about a 4% chance of happening. That sucks a monstrous bag of cock. Hang on a sec. So there was another survivor. I've totally miscounted. Holy shit. You left click. So once you've started to click, you then left click and she'll put it away. She's done this one, which has indeed procced. Interesting. Now, can I get that girl before she gets away? The answer is probably not. Interesting choice of direction. Balanced landing? No. Just fancied dying. That was really odd. Do not know what she was trying to do. I will come back to the chat very soon. Because nurse discussion is going to take a while, I'm afraid. So this girl's healing here. Nurse's calling is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Greetings, madam. Fuck you. Do I pick this girl up? I think I do. Yeah, the other girl tried to escape, so we've done it correctly. And that's the fall. Oh, Jesus, that was tricky, wasn't it? Alright. So, I've rewatched your previous stream and I've seen that you've got huge problems with the nurse. And I've also watched other streamers and a lot of them still think that she's a really good killer. I think that it might be a good time to consider her bad killer after a few games. She might be worse than she was before, but maybe right now she is killer, which requires more understanding of her skills. Okay. So I have played about 700 hours, and of that, I would say at least 200 hours is on nurse specifically. So, at one time, obviously not now, but at one time, my blinks would land right, like I could literally pop a finger in their ass. That's how close my blinks would land to them. And so I've played nurse enough to understand sort of how she works in terms of she is capable of certain things that other killers simply cannot. So she can move between two generators unbelievably fast. And so she can threaten things like that. However, her downside of stunning herself on arrival unless she lands a hit puts a lot of pressure on you to really land all of your hits. So your ability to chase is fantastic, but if you fail a chase, then your punishment is incredibly high. So, that's fine, and so when you manage to find survivors, note that there are several stages to the game, right? So there is the need to find a survivor, then you can chase the survivor, and then once you've hooked the survivor, you need to find another survivor again, or you need to have ways to sort of tempt the survivors in, or space control, and most important of all is you need to have a way to, oh, nearly a 2-pip, bloody hell. You need to be able to slow the generator progress down. So if you're simply finding, chasing and getting one hook, and then they rescue her, and then you find, chase and get one hook. If you found and chased every single time, and you found quickly and chased perfectly every time with nurse, you might win. And that's disgusting. That's disgusting. And if you fail once, I mean, I'm very happy to show it. So we'll jump on nurse. We'll put some semi-decent add-ons on, so increase the length of the chain blink window. Yeah, so we'll increase the chain blink window for now. We'll just whack in any old shit. Coldwind Farm's really bad for us. Auto Haven's pretty bad. Memorial's bad. Swamp's fine. Let's do that. So the problem is that even if you're really, really good, the gen speed and the fact that she can't patrol very well, in that she can't, like, in order to move quickly, she has to stun herself. And so teams especially, so there's a perk called Dead Hard, which basically, I assume you know the game by now well enough to know that Dead Hard, when you are injured, you can use it to sort of negate one attack. You get a moment of invulnerability and you dash forward. Well, that perk alone, the introduction of that perk put an enormous shitstorm all over the nurse, because she needs to blink to be able to hit anyone, because she's so horrifically slow in her normal movement. She moves about the same speed as a survivor, that she can't really catch anybody. So she has to blink, and the moment that you blink, the survivor can Dead Hard, and so then you just stun yourself, they leave, and they can do that repeatedly. So stuff like Decisive Strike, Dead Hard, Borrowed Time, like, before all of the perks, the 16 perks that the survivors use to slow everything down and speed up the gen progress, it would be fine. But because they have that stuff, Nurse just... I mean, I will play it to the best of my ability now, and we will see what happens. I have good chasing perks. In other words, I have ones that make them bleed and heal slower. I can track the blood better. I have Hex Ruin to slow down the generators at the start. And of course, I have Nurse's Calling because it's unbelievably good. Right, let's focus in a little bit. Yep, so we've got eyes on one, and now let's see how long this takes me to kill him. First blink, first hit. Lost his blood trail, sadly. Quite a tricky line of sight map. Got it back. Got the Nurse's Calling. Just a bit too far. Alright. So, looking out for the blood again. Blood goes through there. Second hit. Alright. Third hit. Presume that this girl was going to try and heal him. We know this girl's still here because she wants to get this gen. That guy shouldn't have been able to heal himself up fast enough just yet. We've now got an extra hit for free. We get hits on her, and because we've got Sloppy Butcher, they are mangled and they're all taking the maximum possible time to heal, and we're regressing the generator. So I think we can all agree the playstyle at the moment is about as effective as I can manage. We know one's over there, but we know one's over here and injured and is probably going to try and heal herself. We've also mangled her, so her ability to heal... Hello. What the fuck? Oh, dead. So there's the dead hard that we mentioned. So auto-tracking should have immediately smacked her, but because she... so close. Let's not get wound up. Let's just focus and get the hits and the kills. So... Are they healing up? No, they're not. So we can hook this girl. That'll be our second hook so far. We're going to put her away, I think. Yeah, we'll put her away from that gen over there. We know that the gen's close, so we're going to go straight over there. We don't give a damn about unhooking. We want everybody injured. We want gen progress slowed. So... we want to put ourselves over towards this thing. They're all moving away. That's great news. We'll use this time to break the gen. Our Nurse blinks. One thing I was not doing very well in the previous game was accounting for the Nurse recharge, because I never had to play with it before. There was no reason to nerf it in the first place. We want the injured girl, obviously. But we're not going to get her, so... we'll go for this girl. Not my best blink, sadly. We did not have a second blink ready there. Sad times. Not much she can do about that. Where the hell did she just go? Iron Will? Iron Will crouch immediately. Where's the blood going? No idea where the blood went, but we do get a hit on her. Just wait for the blinks to come back. Blinks are back. Alright, the girl's movement was a bit potato-y, so not much of a challenge to catch her. We'd like to go back to that corner gen and just regress it, because she was the only one there, so it's unlikely to get retapped and they'll be more busy dealing with her. So we're going to move back over in that direction. We'll go via this one. Somebody was here. May as well tap it, I suppose. Have a little glance, see which way they went. Not sure, so let's go back. We see that she's going right. That would have had to have been a really good blink. That was me forgetting that we don't have 2 blinks anymore. And this girl really isn't great, so we get another hook. Good news. She's not even struggling. I think she's just dead. Done. So we'll go back over to that. Yeah, that was the one that I was worried about. Fuck off with that. They've really nerfed the distance on this. We know this one was somewhat done, but mainly by that girl that was on her own and wasn't very good, so the other ones might not know that it's got some progress, so we'll dink that progress. Nobody on that one, so let's go and try over here. We didn't manage to make it through a single fucking tree. Where the fuck? So we can't make it through a tree, but we'll happily make it through an entire network of tunnels. Where would I be if I was a survivor that was on this a moment ago? I'd be over there. Can't make it through this rock. But we did get it exactly right with where she was. We just weren't capable of actually landing there because they've nerfed the distances so fucking much. Anyway, we're getting the hang of it again. We'll stick her on this hook for convenience, then go and knock that progress off, and then go and check the next one. So they've got 2 survivors left. What, one over there? I would like to push them off this gen, regress it a bit if possible. Doesn't look like, though of course we can't be sure, it doesn't look like they went right. Blood is here. Heading this way. Nice. So, both injured. Fuck, that was close. Nice. So 3 gens. Is this her first hook? Yeah, first hook. They're still trying to get rid of my Hex Ruin, and they haven't found it, so that is a huge help to the killer. Hi there. Lovely. So they get the unhook, I get the hook. Fine by me. It means two people are over there dealing with healing and whatnot, and not dealing with generators. So long as they are not dealing with generators. I just can't make it through items that we used to be able to make it through with ease. Take a free hit, I am all for it. What? Pallets against Nurse, really? Silly survivor. These survivors are not doing well. Like, not at all. All they need to do is do generators. And break line of sight on me. And they're doing neither of those things. They're running... I mean, one of them did okay. So yeah, they went for the insta hook. They kind of realised that I'm not really using the hooks much. We're going to go and check. We don't want to get too tunnel visioned on one gen, so we're going to use Nurse's mobility. We'll check this gen, it's fine, so we know corner gen and this gen are both safe. We also know this one is pretty safe because they never want to do center gens. We'll just double check it. Yep. So we got those two in front of us and the three behind us. Beautiful. Build up our blink charges, and then this girl's fooked. Don't even need to use one on it. Should be her second hook. One of the problems you might have with the Nurse playing like it used to be for the Nurse. So, yes, of course I am. But I'm trying to adapt that as we play each game. For example, then I was keeping in mind that I needed to, you know, refresh my blink charges and so on. But yes, with blink timings and just being able to feel out what I can blink through and what I can't, it's just horrible. It's just horrible. Oh, that was so fucking close. We made her use her dead hard because she panicked, which is good news. What? This is the kind of crap that we're discussing, and it's very upsetting. If she window jumps this, she is dead, though. I'm not going to allow that to happen twice. From what I've seen, you've got a pretty good understanding of the Nurse power, but sometimes you're blocked and surrounded by obstacles. I think there's a way to improve this skill that might be a good place to improve your gameplay. Yeah, sure. If I wanted to go back to maining Nurse, I would need to basically get it again back to the point where I could just land on their feet whenever I wanted to. And that would involve a lot of effort put in. But these survivors were pretty bad. They just didn't... Oh, hang on a sec. This girl's going to try and find the hatch. And she's over here. Where did you go, little missy? Where did you go? Well, locker isn't in that area anyway. In fact, I've found it. And the nurse is one of the best in this game. So we've got 2 exit doors. And I'm just going to blink between them forever. And you can't open the door. So... best of luck. Interesting. Why did that... yeah, it doesn't react as it used to. Where's he going? Oh, just over here. Okay. I mean, either way, you don't open this door, you're dead, mate, so... all I've got to do is... prevent that, and I'm gravy. That's a bit annoying, but we'll live. That was a bit predictable, he shouldn't have gone for that window. His goal is no longer to escape, it's just to prevent me from getting the hook. Oh, that was close. He is going to prevent me from getting the hook. Which is a bit annoying. Yeah, he's dead, but he's going to prevent me from getting the kill. Oh well. There might be some better perks for you, something like barbecue and chill, locate survivors after hooking them. From what I've seen, you had a lot of problem with locating them and it may start chases much easier. Yes, if I had barbecue and chill, which I don't have because I don't have that expansion and I don't have that killer and it's not been on the shrine while I've been able to buy it, it would be a good perk that I would consider running for sure. So we didn't quite get 32k, we got somewhere close, but again, we got double rank. Yeah, he did very well, but his team, like this guy was a complete potato. I don't know what he was doing. This guy as well, dreadful. This one was pretty good actually. Got a lower score than she probably deserved, and this guy was very good. So barbecue and chill, yeah. So in terms of stuff to find, in terms of finding them, yeah. So my perks are very much designed around the chase, and frankly, I didn't chase particularly well this game. Which is a bit of a shame. But I run these two, the blood ones, to allow the fact that even when I hit them I then get stunned and I break line of sight with them, I lose them because I get stunned. And so I take these two in order to be able to then look up afterwards and go, oh, well, there's the bright blood that's pissing out of them and I'll follow that. And while this game I didn't do that very well, it's very useful. Also, the fact that it applies mangled is just amazing, because it slows down their healing. So if I can hit them, then they're all busy trying to heal themselves. It takes much longer. They're bleeding. I can follow them. And when they're healing, and they're healing for a longer time, Nurse's Calling works really well. So these two work together particularly well. This is the best perk in the game. And so the only one that's very, very questionable is Bloodhound. So options for changing Bloodhound would be Bitter Murmur. This used to be absolute dog shit, but now it's potentially okay. So, yeah, putting... survivors, once they actually do a generator, I get to see where they are and where they're going. Could be decent, Could be decent. Other options could include Dying Light. So essentially, I can try to get as many tokens as I can, putting a big penalty to repair, healing, and sabotage, which means that essentially, as I get multiple hooks, if I keep trying to just hook everybody, just hook, let them unhook, don't give a shit, don't camp, just keep going for the next one, then I can sort of build up the pressure because it'll take them even longer to heal themselves. I could also run Thanatophobia, which is a very similar thing, but doesn't rely on hooking, but does rely on keeping people damaged. If you get one of those games where you've just got a team and you can't catch someone, it just ends the game for you right there, so not a huge fan of that. No point taking Relenting on her, it's useless. No point taking this one on her. Pop Goes the Weasel is the perk which I think would be most useful on Nurse, because who was it? I think it was Kruker. Yeah, Kruker said, can't you reguess the generators really well with her mobility? The answer is yes, you can, if you have Pop Goes the Weasel, because then you can grab on, get the chase, get the hook, and then immediately blink to a generator of your choice and go, boom, 25% less on you, sir, have a good day. And that means that when you then blink away, normally they'll just go, oh great, she's blinked away, I can immediately go back on my generator. Doesn't matter because you've already lost 25%. If I had Pop Goes the Weasel, I would replace Bloodhound with it. Theoretically, we could just start buying stuff on Nurse to see how we do with that. Maybe she's quite reliant on add-ons and so on and so forth. Like, I'm using these heavy panting ones, which is increasing our maximum blink range and blink charge time. Without those... Eesh. Immediately, from a fully charged blink, the Nurse immediately blinks at half charge range in the direction that she's currently facing. That sounds mad. Let's just have a game with that for now. If there's some interest in Nurse, which clearly there is, then we'll play some Nurse until it frustrates the piss out of me. Backwater Swamp, Coldwind Farm, Auto Haven. Auto Haven's fine, we could play some Auto Haven. Or Backwater Swamp, why not? Let's try some Swamp. We've got a really weird add-on here. I'm not sure what I think about that, to be honest. I'm going to run to the bathroom, and I will be right back. Hopefully it will just coincide with a queue time, and then we'll have a game. Be right back. 1 second. Fuck. That was bad timing. Immediate start of the game. Never mind. I can hold in a piss for one more round. Nay bother. So let's take on board your feedback and try to put it into the game. So the problem is that you're playing the way you used to, and so your charge times and delays have most likely changed. All right, so I need to try and be a bit less precise with my charges, be a bit more safe, and sort of relearn the timings. Sure, and then obstacles. So yeah, the secondary blinks were basically the ones that were getting me stuck. Secondary blinks getting stuck on objects, and then locating survivors after hooking them. We'll keep going with an aggressive playstyle, and holy shit, this is a team. You never get 3 bloody party streamers all in one thing, so we're all going to get an absolute shit ton of blood points at the end of this game. It won't affect the ranking up, but it will be nice to get the blood points. But it does mean it's very, very likely that this is an organised team. And therefore, as the Nurse, in my opinion, we should get fucked. But if I'm wrong, great. Because I do love the Nurse. As a concept, as a killer. I just think she's so, like, her concept and her general playstyle and everything is so genuinely frightening. Like, oh my god, she can come through anywhere, she can go through a wall, I can't escape, I can't just run around a pallet in a circle and be totally safe. I love that. So we've seen one here. Landed it, that's nice. Can we get the second one? Yeah. Oh dear. That was just bad play, but fortunately it won't matter too much. We're going to have to land this dead on because we do not have another blink. Annoying that we don't have another blink. Going to wait for the second one. Oh, she's just running a straight line. Brutal. Save that blink up, let her waste pallets and stuff. Oh, fuck off! Whew. He was waiting for the flashlight save and he ain't getting it, so get boned, kiddo. Tell you what you've got instead of a flashlight save, you've got a hacksaw in the head. Can someone else come and get the pallet save? No, they went too soon. Thank you very much. Just the tip, just the tip. Have a little tip there, lady. This girl's been helped up a bit. Get the hit on her. She immediately heals this one up. That's fine. So we've got all four of them injured. They cannot get through this gap, so they cannot come and flashlight me. Yep. Tried though, didn't you? But no, not happening. So go and suck a big hairy one, fella. He's run off over there, which means someone's almost certainly over here. Yep. Nailed it. No one should be this close just yet, so I'm going to pick her up immediately. They can go and unhook the other girl, and I'll just immediately hook this one. And then if I get a chance, I'll blink back over there and hurt someone for it. Interesting, so one of them went straight round for the unhook, and the other one is right there. So they are not getting enough gem pressure at all. Does she have Decisive Strike? Because if she does, she's going to use it. Nope. So one of them has found one of my totems. I've only got one totem, so it's got to be Ruin, I guess. We know that they were over there and hooked, so there's a very good chance that they'll run this way. Yes, indeed. Didn't quite get it. I get the unhook. Which way are they running? They're not running? Okay, so that was the add-on thing, and it's actually hurt me. It's actually made it harder to play rather than easier. Which is interesting. Bloodhound over this way. Almost nice, but not. Trying to play corner tennis with the nurse does not seem entirely wise to me. Fuck it. Got the pickup. Was worried about a pallet save, but they didn't get it. We lost a bit of momentum, so we don't have quite as many injured as we had, but we got so many hooks in the early game and so much damage onto them in general. Oh, hello. Don't want to waste that second blink because I wasn't going to get it. This one I will get. Anyone going in for him immediately? Probably. Wait for the second blink charge. What are you doing? What are you doing? Rubbish. Yeah, so one save there. This is this girl's last hook, so she's food. let's see if and where they are healing. Oh, hello. He's probably got decisive strike, so I am going to slug him for a second. Nobody seems to be here. Let's break this. Not my intention, but alright. So let's go and find our little slugged friend. His decisive strike should be done by now with any luck. Obviously we don't have a timer, but yeah, looks like they're coming to try and blind me. They fucked it up pretty badly though, so that's fine. So that's his last hook and he's done. This lady could and should have legged it this way. Doesn't sound like there's any progress on that gen, so let's go check on this one. Nada, not a single bit. Right, so we'll break this. I probably shouldn't have broken it, honestly. Like, pallets against nurse are just a negative. You honestly do not want them. I mean, you don't want to take them as a survivor. So all of these gens are not done, except for this one. So it looks like neither of them are probably going to attempt any gens. They're going to try and outlast the other one and then go for the hatch escape. So we do want, while we are running around looking for them, we want to now nail down where is the hatch. Because, hello there. We will just slug that girl for a bit while we go and look for this hatch. So where is she? She's there between those two gens. Okay. Ooh. Afternoon. How you doing? May as well get the blink points. Right, so the other one's slugged. She may have slugged her way over to the hatch though. That'd be sad. That'd be sad if she gets that. Not much we can do about it. Let's get this girl on here. Oh, it's her first hook. Great. Now then, where did we say that girl was? Between these two generators somewhere? Should be long gone by now. I have not spotted the hatch just yet, which which makes me very nervous. Because if that girl has crawled her way to it, she's going to get it. And I'd really rather she didn't, because we have worked pretty hard for this win. Oh, there she is. Excellent. Cool. Good stuff. Right, I'm going to run for that bathroom break. I will be back in 1 minute. Enjoy watching this lady struggle. I'm back. Anyone know what mesa means? It's probably something rude, but yeah, this team was very altruistic and it definitely helped me. As I say, they had this 3 bloody parts, so I mean the actual amount of blood points that I should have earned for this game must be absolutely insane. Yeah, almost 100,000 just for this game. Because we did pretty well. Did we rank up twice? Yeah, double rank up, which is nice. I mean, I'm sitting here complaining about Nurse and we've just double ranked twice, but I don't think these teams have been very good. I mean, oh, let's do it again. Haddonfield is shit. Coldwind Farm is shit. Swamp is okay. Let's play Swamp. The thing is, my blinks are on point at the minute. I don't know. I believe that. So it was a discussion that was had, which is what constitutes a viable killer? What constitutes viable? And different people have different answers, but I agree with one guy's answer, which is that a viable killer should be able to win, not always win or likely win, but be able to win even against the best players in a team. Because if you can't win against the best players in a team, then you can't be the top ranked player with that killer. So, I think that the Nurse is particularly good against weak survivor players because she's able to very quickly punish mistakes. But when we start to face any survivors that don't make mistakes and they're able to loss block us and they know how to run away from a Nurse. Also remember that people probably haven't seen that much Nurse recently, not least because there is a huge pool of killers now. So your law of averages says you're going to see each killer less times. And so the killer main who plays one particular killer a lot will have a bit of an advantage because they will be used to the way that that killer works, and the survivors potentially won't. Obviously, the best survivors will. The best survivors in a team, I think, will screw you as Nurse. That's my opinion. I think once you start to face rank 1 survivors that don't cock up, and all of the rest of them, whenever you are not on them are doing a generator. That's the biggest thing. If you want to play Survivor well, make sure that when anything is not happening that involves you immediately dying, that you're on a generator. And if you do that, killers will have a really, really sad time. Let's see. Oh, we've got some immediate scratch marks over here, so we can let the first chase begin. They vaulted that window. Didn't make it through that corner for some reason. That's really irritating. We've spotted him through the grates. There he is. Whack. Off he goes this way. Wait for the first. Wait for the second. See if he goes for it. He does. Okay, so one blink out. We actually want him to try and use that pallet again because we will kill him for it. Ooh, not quite. Alright, so he gets another chance. And we have to just sit here and recharge blink because developers, reasons. My own blood talent confused me there. I think I need to bloodhound out and put something better in. Where the flying fuck is this lad going? No. Get off. Right, this girl needs to go down because she knows where my Hex Ruin is. Alright, we got her. We're gonna need her again. Try and get some random pressure. Okay, this girl wants to just... Nice. We've got plenty of them injured. We've managed to protect Hex Ruin for now. We know it's over there. But sadly, at least one of them, probably two, know it's over there. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that and make sure they're not doing it. Right, no one's on it right now. So let's check these gens. Doesn't look like anyone's on boat gen, none on this gen, none on that gen. So that's 3 gens checked, plus Ruin and a hook. One is on the boat, most likely. Hello, we found one that they're on. Now they should be going for the heal. Yeah, they have. Oh, that was close. Oh, she must be having a bit of a brown trousers moment right now. Woo! Wait for the second blink charge. Now I've got it. She was not pathing particularly well. I should have checked Ruin before I checked this hook. She gets the decisive, so possible that she was just baiting it. Oh, fuck these massive fucking things. So yeah, she's got rid of my Ruin. This girl's going to use this now, so accuracy in blinks is pretty much essential. And yet, I mean, I'll take a free hit if you're offering, thanks. This girl's legged it this way. Quite pleased with that. That was a good blink right between the pallets. And then we can move back towards this. Are we going to stop him or are they going to get that? Oh, we actually get the grab on him. That was pretty sweet. Let's slug him. Damage this. And then we're controlling both a generator, a hooked survivor and a slugged survivor. So this makes it very much worth our while to stay in this area. There's probably going to be about one survivor that comes towards us to try and deal with one of these elements. And so that means we've effectively got 3 survivors kind of tied up a little bit. Nobody on that gen, nobody on this gen. Back we go. Where's the slugged fella around? Immediate hit on her, so if she wants to go for that, we get the trade-off. Why on earth did that not hit her? Oh, Jesus. Okay, this could not have gone worse. So... they have changed something about the way that hooks go, and what a big surprise to everybody, it favours survivors. Namely that they seem to be invulnerable while unhooking, even when they were already damaged, and I'd purposefully done that so that they would have to hook swap even if they wanted to unhook, but no, instead they get a generator, they get 2 survivors for free. Marvellous. Let's see if we can try and outplay them anyway. So we've only got 3 generators left, and all 3 are close together. That's very, very bad for them. So they should now go for the unhook. We land it dead on. So they should go for the unhook again. They did, and if I was them I would run this way. Ooh. Take the free hit, and now they should be going for the unhook. They're not. How was he not already damaged? That's insane! What the fuck? Alright, well, good. Chase this guy a bit longer. Meanwhile, they only need to get 1 more gen done. They are all injured. That guy probably thinks he's a good. So let's take advantage. One guy's disconnected. Handy. And we are near the gens, kind of. There's a hook right here. I'm just going to drop her on one because I don't really care about protecting her. I want to get back to the gens as quickly as possible. Nobody on these 2. Did I just see someone? We've got an immediate unhook. I do not care. I'm going to go and check the gen progress, and we get there. Nice. Didn't realise I was down to 1 blink. Doesn't matter. We managed to kill one, inflict damage, and then... oh, hello. So they're trying to tempt me away with the injured one, that's pretty obvious. And then on they go. So let's not allow that to happen. we can basically patrol this so close that we can regress it. Oh, hello. Why in fuck's name are these blinks so bad? They've just nerfed it so much it hurts. And this guy's sole job is to pull me off the... Oh, an adrenaline. Of course he's got adrenaline! Doors open, 3 escape, nothing we can do. Marvellous. There might be a problem that you can't complete your blink in the middle of movement. I'm not sure I understand exactly what you mean. But I do know that despite scoring 5k, 6k, 5k, 8k, 3.5k, we still don't even keep a rank. More than a little bit irritating. Yeah, absolutely. I do know that. But the problem is that... so, what's happened is they've nerfed her blink about 3 different ways. So they've made it so that it charges slower than it used to, it goes shorter than it used to, and it now has a recharge that you need to basically waste time on a recharge. So it's just got a cooldown which it never had before. In addition to the you getting stunned cooldown. So 4 bad things, if you like. And so one of the reasons that I'm not making it past some terrain is because I'm holding down right mouse button for the amount of time that should put me past that object, because I'm used to a reasonable amount of time, not, reading a long novel and then I'm able to pass through a door, which is what we've currently got. So, yeah, her blink just becomes questionable. Swamp was decent. We can play Swamp again. But also, you can use that fact to your advantage. So you can charge up a blink, and obviously the survivor knows that you're charging up a blink, and one of the best things you can do against a nurse is wait for them to charge up a blink, and then just at the point where you think they've charged up enough where they would reach you, you run directly towards the nurse. and she cannot shorten her blink. She cannot choose to blink less far than she's charged up. So you basically run away, and then just turn and run back towards her, and the nurse has to blink miles away from you. That can be great, but one of the things the nurse can do is abuse the fact that you just mentioned, is they can try to blink on terrain that they would not be able to blink on, and that will bring them sort of short of that terrain, so you can sort of go, "Hurrah!" and just stop almost where you are, and then tap the survivor. And again, that's a skill that you need to know as nurse. You need to be able to do that. You need to be able to say, "Oh, they're coming back towards me. Quickly, I'll target my blink onto a wall, and hope that that wall is long enough or at the right position to stop me at where I am, and then I can just pop the survivor." But I mean, like, I really think that general players playing nurse will be getting dicked at the moment. The only reason that I'm able to do even vaguely okay is because I just have so many hours with nurse. But it did feel a bit bad that we dominated most of that game. We're just hooking them, catching them, hooking them, catching them. And at the end, I mess up one chase against green jumper guy. Then all of a sudden, boom, adrenaline, boom, 3, gone, done, no pip, lost a rank. Like, oh, okay, so I miss one chase, boom, done, dead, over, lost. You lose 11 chases, you can still do just fine. Like, feels a bit rough. So Jake's just here. He's just nipped behind this wall. We'll get our blinks back and then go and say hello. Yeah, decent enough survivor. Iron Will. Almost certainly Iron Will. Alright. Sadly, no basement there. We did hear that there was a bit of gen progress on the ship, so we'll nip back up and just get that off, then use the high ground to scout around for survivors and see if we can blink down to anyone. No one on that one. There are the survivors. And we'll allow them to switch in case of decisive strike. We'll just charge up our blinks. We've got them. Mindfuck there, apparently. No, almost. Almost. Considering the terrain involved there, that was quite decent. Off he goes. Close. Not quite though. We've got to wait for it to recharge. So there's the run backwards tactic, which worked. We'll slug him and go and head over here, try and disrupt this a little bit. Because we don't want to let him get this for free. Oh! That was shit. Should Should not have happened. He then gets a free chance at living. Really annoying. Fortunately, we don't let him get away with it, and it did take them 2 people to try and get it done. We're going to go for a basement hook. Possibly ill-advised. I think we get it. Yes, we do. Okay. So they've got an immediate gen for it. It's a bit annoying. Again, Pop Goes the Weasel really would be fantastic here, but we don't have it, so that's that. I think I just saw someone. No, I didn't. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Nobody on that gen, nobody on that one. Dude's in there. Immediate hit. Did he go for it? Yes. For some reason that didn't work. We get him. Did we get the other one? No. We're going to have to slug that first one for a second and chase this guy down because I can't let him get away for free. It will just cost us too much momentum. I did not get the cooldown on that, so that was very lucky that this guy fucked up. 2 guys were on gens. If this guy's got decisive strike, game's over, game's over. He's got a perk, so we lose. Other guy gets up for free, nothing we can do, and that's the game. You make a mistake, well, you don't make a mistake, they have a perk, and you lose against the team. So this is a team. The communication there is unbelievable. They were on him immediately as a pack of 3 as the other guy ran away to distract. And now I'm going to get 4-manned immediately with nothing I can do about it. 1 slightly bad game decision with 1 perk. Game over, 4-man, no chance. Regardless of blinks like that. It just doesn't matter. Oh! So there's the last one. Adrenaline as well, of course. So, they are a team, so the only thing we can do is take advantage of the fact that they're a team and know that they're going to try and help each other. And so they're not going to just let this guy die. They're just not. Which means that if I catch him, then they are going to save him. So I can camp, essentially. Camp very hard. And force them to unhook him. They will be coming from all fucking angles. They'll come coordinated at once because they're on Discord. This guy is going to try and distract me. I missed the attack, so that's 1 mistake. That will probably cost me this anti-hook. Wait for the double. They do go for it. We get the immediate slug on that one. Where's the saviour? That way. He probably also has decisive, so there's no reason to hit him just yet. Do I pick him up? Is he going to make that in 60 seconds? Yeah, he probably is. So I'm going to have to pick him up. I don't really have a choice. He's going to make that, so he gets decisive strike, gets a free stun. 5 seconds, heals him up, runs. Now his mates get to cover for him, and I've got to nail this exact combo blink, which I do not, and therefore immediately lose the game. Nothing I can do. He just gets away. There is no action I can take at this point in order to hurt anybody in any way. 3 men escape. 1 of them's waiting by the hatch, probably, or no, he just comes here, and they all get to escape. Nurse loses. And that's why you don't play Nurse. So, If you still disagree, this is why I don't play Nurse, and this is why I won't be playing Nurse again. But I'm pleased that you came with some feedback and had some opinions on it. We're going to lose a rank there. Yep, didn't even get close to a rank. And as soon as you play against a team, you lose. And you lose ranks, and you make one mistake, you're done. So, back to Huntress. And let's whack some add-ons. We need some. So we'll take Rusty Head. Would you win against the same players with the Hillbilly or the Trapper? With the Hillbilly, maybe. Because Survive with Friends teams will always try and dive the hook to save each other, and the chainsaw is a way to really punish them for being too ballsy if they try to do it. So Hillbilly might. Trapper, I'm not good enough with the Trapper to tell you. So if I played the Trapper against that team, no, I would not win, most likely, unless I was able to get a basement hook and then have traps all around the basement room and basically camp and control one space and try to catch them with stuff like that. But teams like that are on Discord, all four of them, and respond like that to anything mistake that you make, will simply disable all of your traps. So as soon as you start chasing one of them, he'll tell them, hey, the killer's on me, just go and disable all the traps, and the other three will just go boom, and all your traps are gone, and then you're basically just playing a left-click killer. There's no way you're going to win as a left-click killer against that kind of team. The Nurse is most definitely a really high skill killer, and if you make a single mistake, you lose the game. So, back to a good killer. Huntress is pretty sweet in my opinion. I've been told that the Spirit is one of the better killers in the game, but obviously I don't have access to her. I'm not playing. Oh, we need to go and deal with that because one of them's trying to get one of my totems, and I disapprove. I disapprove greatly. Excuse me. Excuse me, sir. Thank you. So, high probability that they're over here somewhere. There she is. Oh. So that's the first hit. She's already worried about the second one, so she's looking behind herself. And they're on that one. I don't really care. Let's just go and get a hook. I think I just saw him crouched in there. Yeah, I did. So he ran out here, over there, and then walked, so probably tried to hide around this thing. Nope, okay, bad track. So here. They got rid of Huntress's lullaby, and we found one. Beautiful. That's the mangled effect on her, which is what we want. Try and make it harder for them to heal up. She's so worried about the hatchets that she's going to walk right into one. Beautiful. Sure, you hold down the right click in order to aim, and then you simply left click to cancel it. I saw you. You've got the crouching perk. Bravo. But I've still got you. Madam. Madam. How are we all doing this evening? Oh, we're healing, are we? That seems unlikely. I mean, they can get the unhook, that's fine, but this woman is fooked. You got dead hard? No, but I mean, you're still fooked. No problem at all. It's a very important thing to be able to do with the Huntress, so... Oh my god, they still haven't unhooked her. Dirty bastards. I'm gonna have to just slug that one. Go and deal with the other ones. There we go. That one just got up again with Unbreakable or whatever, I think, but no, fuck it. I hope she did, because that's a once per game talent. Oh no! Nice. This girl up here probably feels safe. Yes, she does. What the fuck? What the fuck again? Come back here. Right. Now this should be my... Is it my... No, it's not. Shit. We're gonna need to go and find a hook, because this is not my basement. I was hoping it would be. Someone's immediately there to heal her up. God damn it. Dished out plenty of damage. We can hook this girl instead. And then they've got to go and heal themselves. And she's gone onto the boat again. And that one's dead. And that one fucked up both a pallet and herself. So I can only thank her for that, I suppose. Is she going down the hole? Not today. We'll nip this way. It's actually quite a distance to this hook, but I think we will make it. Oh, I bet that wiggle was getting close. we'll get some aggression here. No one going for her immediately, no one going for that gen or that gen. She's just dead. No one on that gen. So at the moment, no gens done at all. 2 people dead. Looking pretty good compared to our nurse games. No progress at all. Quite a bit of progress here. So hello, madam. Hello, other madam. And goodbye to you. Huntress, you can't just be at a paladin win. Isn't it sad for you, not for me? Beautiful. Right, so one left who is injured, and it is the Claudette in brown. She's not gone back to that gen. Interesting. Is she going for a cheeky save? Does not look like it. So, probably a hatchet. Hatch, even. We'll just double check if this one's been tapped. It has not. And now it's just the hatch game, whether I find it or her. Complete random chance, basically. And she finds it. Again, pretty much nothing we can do about that. Fortunately, we should have done well enough there to rank up anyway. Yep, we rank up. And they seem a bit sad. Ah, so he had the perk to find the hatch as well, so he's definitely just playing solo, he's not playing... That guy, the rank 6 guy that seemed to de-rank, seems a little bit upset about it. And fair enough, maybe he felt that he played better than he did. Right, can we buy a decent axe head? Because we could do with... Ooh, that amount of blood points gives me a bit of a stiffy. Hindered is really good, not bothered about that too much. Shadowborn, may as well take the perk, why not? Reload time in a locker, don't care. Don't care about that either particularly. Let's just go with the cheapy ones, get the next group and see what we get. So, Distressing 3, Iridescent Head. Iridescent Head is really good. We could get Lightborn 3 and Distressing 3, stuff like that. I'm more worried about the iridescent head than I am about that, so let's do that. Nice. So we get quite a few good bits there. Do I want them to take that? No, I don't care if he takes all that though. Let's take all this blood point stuff. Is that exhausted for 90 seconds? That seems good. We do now get the Bloodhound as well. I'll take the mystery box because it might be decent. Yeah, that's a decent one. Just getting some good items for my Huntress because I do like to be able to play well with her. And if we get all these perks, slowly but surely we'll be able to murder some folk pretty heavily. Let's get the iridescent head. Let's get the enduring, and then we'll go and take this piece of prey just because the territorial imperative, just because we want to get it off. We never want to use that perk, but we just want it to not appear on our tree anymore. More hooks seems good. That doesn't matter, but we'd like to get this. See what it is. Glowing concoction, that might be cool. And then we'll grab that one just to complete the web, and then see what we get. Anything particularly good? Not really. Right, that should be some really cool add-ons. What have we got? Hit victims are shown to you for 5 seconds, and could be exhausted for 90, or we could get them hindered, exhausted. A Polish player must always be salty. Yes, yes. Let's have a look. So, in order to use that one, you want to have extra hatchets. So you don't want to use that one on its own. So being able to see them and them being slowed is a really cool combination. So let's play that. That seems fun. And let's give blood points to all players in the game, because why not? That seems also pretty fun. Bit of a longer stream, because obviously we started half an hour later, so I want to get the full 3 hours. Yeah, I've not had the best interactions with Polish players on computer games, but I've had excellent interactions with them in tabletop games, so, you know. It's like Czech players online are also pretty fucking salty. Russians are the worst. By far. British are pretty bad. In general, I would say. But with every country, you find some exceptions, you find some nice ones. Alright, so go back to online games. You're absolutely right. Yep. If that was my only goal, then I would definitely be better with offline games. So we are back on our sort of comfort killer. Billy is like my fun killer, the one that I just enjoy and have a bit of a laugh with, but you very often lose. Nurse, used to be my favourite by far, and it was also my best, but I've had to basically just strike her off because she's pretty unplayable in my opinion. And so you're left with Huntress, Trapper, Wraith. Wraith can be good if you've got a particular playstyle and some particular perks. What I might do with a couple of my killers is play around with some different perk builds. I've been pretty set in my perk builds for a long time because I've not been investing in new perks with them. This is not the best Huntress map, so this is going to be a challenge, which is cool. Nope, not good. Do not want them to get 2 of my totems. 1 is acceptable, 2 is not. Right, we've made her go in a way that's going to cost her a hit anyway. So that hatchet was worth it, but given the hatchet add-ons that we've got, it would be really nice to be able to hit her with a hatchet. Ooh, hello. Little Miss Spinny over here. Let's see if we can nail it. To a wall preferably, but I'll take it. Oh, just shaved her crotch. Now, we've only got one hatchet left. We're getting bloodlust. So she's gonna go down. We're just powering up said bloodlust now. There you go, there's bloodlust 2, so now she can run around, sure. Doesn't matter, you will get caught. It's costing me a lot to get this one, but there we go. I'm not playing any board games or RPGs at the moment, I'm just streaming. My basement is right here, so I am going to attempt to make it to it. That's good news, we did make it to the basement. Not going to fuck around though, I will just get that. I mean, obviously, if people invite me to play board games, I might play a board game at some point, but no, not on any regular basis. So someone ran off behind us, that's fine. We've almost certainly gone up here, I would say. So window there, anyone crouching under here? No. Someone over there in that window, fine. And one here. Just caught her, just the tip, that's lovely. And that means that she's mine. And we'll go down to pop her in the old cellar of fun. Do a quick check. Yep, she did stay down here. I thought she might. Borrowed time, doesn't matter. Quite pleased in general with that sequence. It was good. Wow, they got that one done fast. Like, the speed that they can do generators is frankly unholy. The injured one ran this way, which makes it worth it for me, in my opinion, to chase. Even though it's going to result in the unhooking of that other girl. Just get like this. Make it look a little bit like I'm going for that pickup. Then chase her off, then go for the pickup. We can't let her get the pallet stun on me. It would be too horrific to even think about at this point. So that's her second hook. Is that still being... yeah, that's going down. Lovely. So let's see. Is anyone hanging around immediately to help her out or not? No. So let's go back now and see if they were hanging around somewhere that we didn't see. Nope. They didn't make it back onto that generator. So we're going to go and pressure. Oh, they found very little. She's just made noise for no reason. I do not really understand her. She's going to die for this. Oh yeah, she's fucked. And they haven't still... They let that girl die on the hook? Did not expect that. Really, really did not. Anyway, we'll hook this girl. Go and immediately check on some gen... Ooh, hello. So they're just above me. And that's okay. Because while she's running around upstairs, this one's dying on a hook, and now I'm catching this one, which is beautiful news. Oh, sad times there, though. That was my mistake. She can take a hatchet to the face, go and deal with it herself. Just the tip. Just the tip slipping in there. Just whoop. We are down to one hatchet though, so let's sort that out. Quick check, anybody hanging about here? Somebody seemed to really like hanging about over there, didn't they? Oh! My God, that was close. No. So that girl's now dead. We can now get this one out to the basement, probably. Yep. Oh, it's a thing of beauty. The Huntress is a thing of beauty. Actually do something about all this crap. So, she probably just gets the hatch for free. But we can always have a wander around, see if we find it first, or get lucky and find her or something. Oh, we found her. Well, we have found her, and that's great. If she does find the hatch, she still just wins, so... She's found it. She wins. For free. We got 8,000 in Hunter. And we ranked up. Nice. We'll give him a chance to respond. Interesting to hear how he thinks. I like to try and get in the head of Survivor players. I mean, he says he's a 50-50 split, and he might be. Genuinely interested. So if we're not supposed to care about rank, then how do we define how we should play the game? By playing fair and not camping like a spud. So basically being a lemon for the survivors to run around. Oh, he doesn't actually want to talk, he just wants to throw his point out and then leave. Fair enough. Alright. hopefully we'll meet him again. So we didn't get the iridescent, which is a shame. But we can take the hindered, and then we can just whack some blood points in. Deviousness is fine, I suppose. Hitting them with exhausted is nice because it means that they can't do any dead hard, sprint bursty bullshit or whatever. Do you plan to get back to playing some progress games? Yes, I do. Yes. So at the moment, I'm just really in the mood to play this game and to do sort of progress in the form of ranking up. But. One second. Yep. In the form of ranking up. But Evil Within 2 is a game that's definitely on my radar. Fall of the Tomb Raider, or The Rise of the Tomb Raider, sorry, really didn't hold my interest. I wasn't a huge fan of it, and I don't think I will be putting in the time to complete it on stream. It seemed very linear, not in terms of what you could do, but in terms of like how to solve. Like whenever anything happened, it was just either shoot everyone. I don't know. Like stealth is possible, and you had to kind of work hard to have fun at that game. You couldn't just move forward and make progress and have fun unless you really cared about the story, which I never do. So that one's probably off. There are other games. For example, I was playing a little bit off stream. I was playing some Portal 2 co-op with a friend. Might play that on stream. I just play whatever I feel at the time. Evil Within 2 is the next progress game that I definitely have on my radar. The other problem is finances. So at the moment, I don't have enough money to sort of buy a new game every 2 weeks when I'm making very, very little from the streaming. So, yeah, at the moment, I need to sort of rely on games that I already have. But when new games come up, so for example, the Warcraft 3 Reforged should come out anytime in the next couple of weeks, and I'll probably do some campaign and maybe a little bit of multiplayer on that. So it'll be pretty dynamic. I can't really predict exactly what I'm going to do in advance. Hello. Oh, that was bad. That was really bad. We nailed that guy, that's great. And that was pretty predictable. I kind of wanted to get them to drop that pallet. They didn't, so we at least know that our basement is right here and we can make some use of that, so that's good. What sort of progress games would you like to see? What are the what parts of progress games do you enjoy? What would you like to see on the stream? Not necessarily just progress, but yeah, what would you like to see? You enjoyed the Tomb Raider and the Evil Within. You enjoyed the Tomb Raider. What was it about the Tomb Raider that you fancied? Was it like the story or the like? I was struggling to sort of get into that game. I wasn't really like thrilled with it. But yeah, I also really enjoyed Evil Within, and I'm looking forward to doing Evil Within 2 in the near future. I just wanted to leave a little bit of time between the two games. Wow, very little progress on any of these 3 gens. So we're going to assume... Oh, so I could just fuck up over there, but maybe... What the fuck? Oh, what? We've nailed him with a slowing one. Oh no, that's my last hatchet. He doesn't know it, but I do. I'm gonna have to try and hope he wastes some time there. He did, fortunately. He ran over here, so they've still got 4 gens. We've got a few of them injured, but we're not getting nearly enough hooks. Good stuff. Maybe because I played it myself and I wanted to see how you did the same game, and I have to say it took way longer to progress the game than you did. I really enjoyed the exploration in the game. It took much more time to explore the more open areas of the game. Yes, I decided, it was a conscious decision while playing that game, that while I would probably have enjoyed to do a bit more open exploration and, you know, collecting items and crafting stuff and this, that and the other, that it wouldn't make for a particularly interesting stream in its own merit. And so I thought I will try to progress the storyline, which could be a key focal point, more, and sort of focus on that. But I think it's the combat. I think it's the combat that I'm not a huge fan of. Uh-huh. We've got 3 hatchets left, so we can afford to chase this fella. I'm pretty sure that pallet's already gone. It is. Shame. Well, that guy's really pretty irritating. And I did not chase him very well at all there. It's my own fault. But he is getting a bit lucky with finding massive, massive loops. Like the size of these loops and the amount of time that it is taking me is costing me the game. So we're going to have to leave him, as much as it pains me to do so. He's just got an amazing double 8 loop there. And he's using it to kick my ass. And he wants me to chase him because he knows he's got a great loop and he knows he can just use it forever. So I'm going to patrol these 3 gens forever. And if they make a mistake, I'm going to punish them. And one of them's here. I only have 1 hatchet. I miss with it. We'll get that damage on him. And then immediately go for this goal because I'm more interested in progressing the gen. Good, she fucked up. We really needed some help there, so getting the damage on all of them is great. She's moving across there, healing. Cool. We get a hit basically for free there. Oh, do we get her down here? Or has she found herself a pallet or something? Oh, dead hard. And then adrenaline immediately, of course. Beautiful. A couple of seconds on a gen, and you immediately get it. Let's see if we can't get a little bit of something out of this for us. Get 1 hook on him. Sadly, first one. Keep an eye on this door, obviously. They've opened the other door. Oh, they were just too soon with that. That's great news. They've now got this door open as well, obviously. We'll just try and get as many points as we can. Oh, beautiful. We get the knockdown there. We need more hatchets because we're trying to get as many points as we possibly can here. She is directly next to. A downed guy. We've hit him. We're going to go for it. Because while it's likely that he's got a decisive strike and they all simply escape, it might be that I get the maximum possible points that I could in this situation. So I think getting that hook. obviously was... Yeah, we got a lot of points there. So given the fact that 3 of them escaped, and obviously that's pretty terrible, but we got as many points as we could at the end in that situation. And most of that game loss, and we certainly did lose, was because of the guy in the blue jumper. He ended up on a really nice loop, and he just ran around it in circles successfully. And so we don't even rank up. We just draw, like, yeah, draw. No change. Really bad. It was probably this guy that was looping us, although we did have 3 top rank killers here, so they were all previously rank 1 to 4 because they've just been demoted. Yesterday was when the ranks reset, so I was within this bracket with killer, I think, maybe. And they were obviously in this bracket, and then have been deranked. So let's see, what perks are meta at the moment? Dead hard. Dead hard. Borrowed time, borrowed time, borrowed time. Self-care. Just the once. Adrenaline, adrenaline, adrenaline. And then they've got some random perks. Oh, decisive, decisive. Only twice. So decisive, dead hard, adrenaline, and borrowed time. Pretty standard are going to be the 4 perks you're going to see. Not necessarily all together, but those are the 4 you're going to see. And so you have to always play around all 4. So effectively, all survivors have all of those perks at all times, because a killer must play around them. They just must. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the gameplay a little bit, and maybe some of the explanation and some of my sort of reasoning and how I think. I know that obviously I'm not the best killer in the world. I would like to be, and I'll work on it, but I play my own way, and I play the best I can. I did get a little bit of Survivor in as well, and we did pretty well with that. There is a lot more interesting perks. Yes, and I think it's probably incorrect to take any of them, because those perks are so crippling to momentum that they just flat out win games. So the amount of times on this stream where I've said, if he's got decisive, we lose. And then it's like, boom, decisive, we lose. 4 guys escape, sorry, 5 guys, that would be bad. If I just run off as well. So yeah, decisive strike probably wins more games than it should. Borrowed time is essentially like another life, but it can be 4 times another life. And it means that the killer has to always switch target to the person that did the unhooking rather than the person that was previously hooked. So in other words, instead of ever being able to immediately remove one player from the game, you can't do that, because if you go for them, they're going to just benefit from borrowed time. And the worst part is that even if they don't have borrowed time, you have to play as if they did, and that means that they effectively do all have borrowed time all the time. That one's just broken. Adrenaline, as you saw, almost every game where adrenaline gets popped is because they're playing as a team. They know when they want to have adrenaline, so they all heal, all sprint burst immediately for free. As soon as they want it, they just go bang and done, gone. So yeah, you basically can't do anything about adrenaline. There's no counterplay to it. They just simply have it. And as a team, when they're on Discord, they can just use it whenever they want. As solos, it's a lot weaker. Yep, it's exactly like Grimkin Arcana. They do have a strong effect even when they are not used, which is really, really sad. Of course, to say that that's only true for survivors would be bullshit. All survivors have to worry about killers having no ed. They have to. Like, if we've got no one escapes death, they have to worry about that, so they have to sort of wait for it and check it. They have to worry about killers having something like play with your food. So if they're an obsession and they keep giving you stacks of play with your food, then they're speeds going up. They have to look out for barbecue and chill because some killers do play that, and so they have to think, right, okay, he's just about to hook someone, so should I run towards him, or should I know that he knows where I am, and then should I try and play around that? So there are a lot of killer effects that are quite common and quite popular that you have to look out for as a streamer as well. So it goes both ways, but the survivor perks are just more game-breakingly strong than the killer ones, and there are 16 survivor perks and there are 4 killer perks. And in order to have any chance in any game, you basically have to have Hex Ruin, so the killer effectively has 3 perks versus 16. Whew. The balance at the moment in this game is not my favourite, but I'm trying to improve, and I think that if you think that the game is balanced against the killer and you continue to play killer and then you start winning, it's going to feel really, really good because you know you're playing against the odds and you're still coming out on top. That would be really, really pleasant. So yeah, expect to see more Dead by Daylight. I will try not to play it every single stream all day long, but I do love the game and do like to play it, and so it will be on the stream for sure. Love your comments. I love your feedback. I love your questioning. Please always continue to question me. Don't just accept what I'm saying as being true. Question it. Say, well, actually, you're complaining about this, but I honestly don't think you aimed very well, or I think you tunneled too much, or you were camping and you didn't pay attention, or you missed some stuff. I love to hear that stuff. Love it. It forces me, especially even if I don't respond positively to it at that exact moment because I'm frustrated and I'm trying to deal with the game. I think about it afterwards and I'm like, well, was he right? Should I have maybe done something different? Could I have done something different? Should I change my perks? Should I consider something like Spine Chill? The answer is no. Shouldn't consider Spine Chill. It's just not as good as any of the meta perks. It's a nice perk, it's fun. It's good for solo play. Is it better than Borrowed Time, Decisive Strike, Adrenaline, or Decisive, Borrowed, Adrenaline, Dead Hard, or Self-Care? Nope, it's not as good as any of those, so you shouldn't be playing with it, basically. The only time you should play with a subpar perk is if that subpar perk combines particularly well. In other words, if the synergy that it provides with another perk is strong enough to mitigate the fact that it is subpar. In the same way that some War Machine models aren't great, but when you put them together with a certain Warlock or a certain Solo that just tunes them up to 11, then they become fantastic. So if you find something like that, so for example, Sloppy Butcher used to be a really, really terrible perk because it didn't have the mangled effect. And so the only time you ever saw it was when it was linked with Bloodhound, so that you could put those two together. And for example, on my Nurse build that has those two, it allowed you to do really good tracking without sound, because Iron Will is another perk that is insanely good. For playing solo, I would highly recommend Iron Will. Dead Hard. And then it depends, because if you just want to survive, then you want something like Decisive Strike. If not, you could consider something like... You could try my Meg build, which is the Sprint Burst plus Quick and Quiet. So you essentially sprint off, leave a bunch of tracks everywhere, and then dive into a locker silently. And you get away a lot with that. You need Iron Will with that. So you need Iron Will, Quick and Quiet, Sprint Burst, and then you probably need Self-Care so that you can then go and heal yourself up alone without relying on your teammates, and then get back into the action and then just do it again. I think that's a reasonable solo build. That was my Meg build for quite a while. It is my Meg build. I'm trying to be a bit more altruistic because they've changed the way the game works, even for the survivors. So you do now need to focus a little bit more on on getting... sorry, I lost my train of thought. On getting some altruistic actions, because if you only get generators and then leave, you won't get quite enough points to pip up. You have to do a little bit of something. You have to do some killer chasing or helping your teammates, and just getting an unhook is one of the best ways to do that, because it's so incredibly easy and gives you monstrous amount of points. All right, guys, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thanks very much for coming in and chatting. It's been an honour to share my Saturday evening with you, so hope you enjoyed, and I will see you on Monday. So not tomorrow night, but Monday night, usual stuff. Have a good one. All the best.